Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday. We are experiencing still the effects of what has been going on in Canada with the brush fires. It's been terrible. It has been terrible. The poor people of Canada still doing prayers. I mean, it cannot be easy for them as well. I mean, it is terrible to actually have something that is so many hundreds of miles away to affect a whole other state and a few other states in like so many hundreds of miles away, that it is affecting somebody else that far away. It just boggles my mind. Air flights, airplanes and everything, flights have been not so much canceled, but very much delayed. So if you're traveling on planes, that's going to be an issue right now because, I seen it last night also on the news, and also this morning that they were talking about all the flights that are being canceled and shifted, and, some of them are being very much delayed. So be prepared for that. In the city where my husband works, they actually, suspended parking today, which is very kind. But then, it's New York City. So, parking is suspended. So meaning that you can park wherever you want, but the meters are still in effect. I mean, if you're going to do something, that's my city for you. They always got to make a buck. Like, God forbid that they do something real kind out of something so tragic. Oh no, you can park wherever you want, but if you park near a meter, you still have to stick quarters in it. What the hell, what is that about? But anyhow, I have been watching some Disney vloggers. My sinuses are bothering me. They are bothering me today. I wish that, like in the morning I go get my coffee and I want to sit out on the terrace, and for the past 2 days, I've been missing that now. So it's like I had my door open for like about 15 minutes this morning just to get some sort of cool air in here, because I feel like it feels like that musty, yucky feeling. If I don't know if you've ever experienced when you get up, just feels musty. And I have my fan going in the bedroom. I have a bedroom fan, so I needed that for some sort of air last night. On the tops of my radiators, I have a blanket covering the air vents on the radiators. My radiator / air conditioners, which aren't on yet. I don't need it on, but just because sometimes you still the outside air still escapes and comes in, so I'm still smelling the smoke. So right now that kind of cuts it a great deal. I will be going out later. I want to get out of here. I want to walk. Wearing a mask again. Yes, people are wearing masks. As a matter of fact, I gave my husband his mask before he went to work. So he has that at least while he's traveling, or if he has to go out for breakfast in the morning, before he goes to work, he gets breakfast, and, at least he has some sort of coverage, which is the very smart thing to do. The N95, I don't, you know what it is. You got no time right now for an N95. Everybody's telling you, oh, you got to wear an N95 mask. We weren't prepared for this, people, okay? So we'll take whatever masks that we have. It's some sort of protection. I'm happy with it. I'm good. Anyway, I was watching some Disney bloggers and vloggers. I really am enjoying Paging Mr. Morrow vlogger channel, because he is actually in Mausling, Missouri, and where Walt Disney hails from. They were having a big celebration there, also on the Disney farm, which is where Walt Disney came from, and his family had owned the farm, and it's just wonderful. Mr. Morrow got invited again through Disney to help celebrate, which is the 100 years. And then they're making, it's a very small town. Reminds me of Mayberry on Andy Griffith's show. It really does. It's really adorable. Very quiet, very peaceful town. I mean, it is an old-fashioned town. It really is. And they do have dedication, like little plaques to Walt Disney, and you go into, let's say, like a little restaurant or where Walt Disney, or he used to hang out, and you will see pictures of him, and it's really cool. They have the Walt Disney Museum, right there. And that's, to me, that's one of the truest museums. That's as real as you're going to get going to that museum. And they had the theater, the Walt Disney little theater there, where they have pictures of Walt on the stage, and it's just amazing. And they had a special dinner and a little ceremony on the farm, and Paging Mr. Morrow had gotten invited to that, and he had a beautiful chicken dinner. It reminded me of the chicken dinner from 50s Primetime, real Southern home fried chicken, home cooked meal, with a little corn, mashed potato. It was so cool. Anyhow, I even wrote that on his page. I said, that reminds me such of the 50s Primetime meal. It looks so good. I mean, he was very, one of the things I like about him is that he's very humble and he appreciates the invites. He appreciates being there. And you could tell that from a vlogger. You could tell certain vloggers, I'm just going to come out and say it, certain vloggers, I feel, have the impression of they are entitled to be at that time and at that place. And I just don't feel that. This gentleman, Mr. Morrow, I've been watching him now for a few years. He's just very humble. He's very pleasant. And he's just appreciative of where he's being invited. He was invited to New Orleans for the Tiana's Bayou information ceremony, and to learn the history of New Orleans and how Tiana's Bayou was going to become about. And, and he just came back from there. Now he's in Marsland, Missouri. It's like so cool. He's like bouncing, but they are inviting him to these places. And it's not, to me, it's not the usual Disney vlogging people that have to be everywhere, wind up showing up everywhere. This is a special invite. This is a special invitation. And this man got invited to these things. And I think it's wonderful because not every vlogger is there. That's also what I see. And again, I don't see anybody else there that we would actually know. Let's say the trackers or anything. I mean, they have their family and everything. But, people like that. Just Mr. Morrow is very kind. And I really, he explains the history and everything. And, the videos that he's taken. It's very good. I'm enjoying the whole experience between that and New Orleans. I really did. I'm enjoying this. Let's see wherever else it takes him now, It's pretty cool. Tokyo Disney has got their little things, and congratulations to Tokyo Disney, because I was reading something about the Fast Pass that the Fast Passes, they're going back to free. You don't have to pay like that lightning lane stuff that we have here. You don't have to pay for that. I'm reading up on that. It was posted yesterday, and I found that really kind of interesting. Well, good for them. Good for them. Absolutely. Disneyland Paris is having their situations because of the picketing that they're doing, and their striking that they're doing is kind of affecting the park in general, the Magic Kingdom park in general, because they're right there. So although they are respectful of the people that are entering the park, like the park guests, but they're still doing their striking and their picketing and everything. So you know what? Everybody has an agenda, and everybody is fighting for something, and that's totally understandable. Whether or not guests are there or not, I think it is good that guests see what is going on and see what needs to be done. If you guys are a real good, true Disney fan, you would understand and try and learn about what is going on and why cast members are very upset of what they feel that they're entitled to, that they're not getting. Absolutely. What else? Wore some of my Stitch stuff the other day. I wore my Stitch shirt. I took pictures and everything. Let me show you one of my bags. I do have the other bag to match. This is my other bag that I was going around with. And I bought this at Primark last year. People were asking me, oh, that's a cute bag. But, if you remember, I purchased this at Primark last year. I have to laugh because the insert that I bought on Amazon fits in this bag. So I was able to transfer all my stuff from one bag. I said, you know what, let me see if, I know it's kind of a smaller bag than Loungefly, but let me see. It fits perfect. It's beautiful. So that was really good. I'm glad that I had a chance to use that bag. And then I have the smaller one to go with it, which I also purchased last year. They also had last year the little shoulder bag. It was a cute little bag, but there really wasn't nothing to it. There wasn't a stitch that was on it, or there wasn't a stitch that was on it. There was a little, like a keychain fob stitch hanging off of it, although the bag matched this, and it was this kind of teddy bear material. That's what I like to call it, teddy bear material. And but I didn't feel the use for that, so I didn't get that one. But I felt these were just as awesome, so I'm glad I picked them up. And now I'm using them, so that was really cool. What else? What else? I think that would really be it. Just the thing about the fires. And then in my neighborhood last night, I'm on my Citizens app, because Citizens app, as I was explaining to you, is crimes and anything that's happening in your area. You put in your zip code and it'll, you know, everything comes up. There was a freaking brush fire behind my building here, like I think it was like 2 miles away. Another brush fire. I was like, we're inhaling smoke. We're inhaling the effects from somewhere else, hundreds of miles away. And then we have this thing that's happening. Now we have to smell this. What is wrong with, what is going on? You know, because, you know, here in areas, people like to throw cigarettes. I don't know if that happened in the vicinity of Canada. I don't know how it started, but it's tragic. It is tragic. I mean, and then like in the summertime, like you have the California fires, that the California brush fires, and they usually go through that every year. So like this is like the season for this. It's insane. It really is insane. Yeah, it's terrible. So I'm going to see if I can like get ready and get dressed. I did manage to organize some of my shirts yesterday that were on my couch. Finally starting to make a move to get, you know, put some stuff away. And now I got to put some of my husband's stuff away. Forgive my stomach because it's growling. It's growling. I purchased some yogurts the other day. They were 10 for $10. That's a great buy to get. And I love these yogurts because when I was on my diet and seeing a nutritionist, it's 80 calories, fat-free. It is the Dannon Light and Fit in peach. These are delicious. Matter of fact, I'll leave that out. I'm going to have one now because it stopped my belly from growling. I was on Primark's website. Now, you know you can't order things from Primark. You know that. You know, they just don't do that. But I did notice, I like to go on Primark to see what they have and what they are selling, and to see if they have anything different than what my location would have now. Well, there is a Disney bag. There's a Mickey Mouse teddy bear material like little bag, and I think it goes for $12. I don't know if it's a kid's bag or what. It doesn't matter to me. So that seems to be for me some sort of hope. If they have that on the website, I'm hoping that the locations will start to have that bag. That's something to shoot for. And if that's the case, yeah, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I'm ready. I'm waiting. And that's really it. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna hit the store. Maybe I'll grab another scratch off. Now, Tuesday is New Ticket Tuesdays. They do have some scratch offs. They have a $2 one, they have a $5 one, and they have a $20 one. I want to know how come they don't have a $10 one. They usually do, unless they'll come out with that later. I don't know. But yeah, the $20 one seems a little bit iffy for me. The $30 one is like, I really want to get my hands on a $30 one, but not today. That's not going to be today. So maybe I'll do the $5 one and the $2 tickets. Maybe I'll grab one of those each. Maybe I can do that and bring that home and see what, you know, see what's under those, under the scratching. All right, people. If anything else happens, if anything good happens, if anything comes my way, I will for sure pop back on. It's been a few days. Thank you so much for everybody who has been hopping on my channel and connecting with me. I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, I don't use the word subscribe. I never use that. It's a friendly thing. I like people to hang out with me. I'm glad that you're enjoying anything that I'm talking about or anything that that comes out of my mouth, basically. Any subjects at hand, mostly Disney. My likes, my dislikes. You all know this is for all the people that are new. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I try to answer you all back as fast as I can. I do have the YouTube app on my phone, so that's why there is such a fast response from me. Definitely. And thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. But like I said, I never use the word subscribe. I'm not about that. I'm just being me. I'm talking to you like as if you were sitting here in my living room. Okay, it's just a friendly person thing, my far away friends, as I like to call you. All right, people. Thank you so much. I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Please be safe out there. If you guys are breathing any of this stuff in, please wear a mask. I have to dig out another mask. As a matter of fact, I will be wearing a mask, just until I could get to the mall, and then I could remove my mask. But to be out to travel, I do not need to be breathing in. I mean, people with COVID that survived COVID now have to go through this. I mean, this is terrible. People with asthma. For pets, if you guys are walking your dogs out the street, you really have to be careful. They had said that also. Just take them out for a short, relieve themselves, bring them back in. Do not walk around in the street because, your animals are breathing that in as well, and they can't tell you like, hey, what's that smell, So please be careful of that. Please be mindful of that. All right, people. Take care. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.